After the conversation, the maid went back to work. Taehyung walked away slowly, his thoughts still on the way they said. He walked around the mansion quietly. Everything felt heavy in his chest. Without thinking, he walked towards Jungkook's room. Taehyung whispered to himself, "He's not here anyway. Maybe I can look around a little." He opened the door and stepped inside. The room was beautiful. Even thought he had seen it before, it was still amazing him. Jungkook's clothes were perfectly arranged, neat and clean. Taehyung smiled softly. Wow, so expensive, so clean. He walked around carefully, afraid to touch anything. Then something caught his eyes. A small fridge near the corner of the room. Taehyung curious what's inside. He opened it and saw a bottle of wine. Taehyung excited. Just one glass. I missed the taste. He poured himself a glass, then another until he didn't realize how much he had drunk. His cheeks turned red and his head felt heavy. Taehyung blinked. Wait, why is everything spinning? He leaned against the fridge, holding his hand with both hands. Taehyung, wow, my head hurt. I think I drank too much. He slowly sat down on the floor, his back resting against the wall. Taehyung talking to himself, why am I like this? Why does Jungkook make my heart so confused? What if I really start falling? He looked at the ceiling with a smile, drunk and sleepy. Jungkook obeyed. After Jungkook came home, he heard some noise coming from his room. Jungkook, what the sound? Why is it noisy? He quickly opened the door and was shocked. Jungkook, oh no, his clothes were spread all over the floor. The room looked messy, like someone had been playing around. Then he noticed someone lying inside the dressing room. It was Taehyung. He had on his hand and looked completely drunk. Jungkook, Taehyung, he rushed to him. He gently picked Taehyung up and lined him on the bed. His heart was very. Jungkook, why did you drink so much? He took the hit on his special day, unusually only Minho. Jungkook, what went through your mind and you got you drunk like this? Taehyung slowly opened his eyes and started at Jungkook's face. His eyes were sleepy, but there was a small smile on his lips. His raised out of and gently touched Jungkook's cheek. Taehyung, your skin is so soft. Jungkook, blushing a little, are you flirting with me while you are drunk? Taehyung, no, I'm just saying the truth. Baby girl, why did you wait for me so long, Jungkook? Jungkook stepped back for a moment. The room suddenly felt quiet and serious. Jungkook, huh? You don't need to know. You are not interested in me. He looked away, hiding his feelings. Taehyung, but now I am interested. Please tell me. His voice was soft. Jungkook looked at him. His heart was beating fast. Jungkook, well, since high school we had many things in common. We were not quite. You were kind and funny. I always noticed how you like to work alone in a high school project, and still you got the highest grade. I think I like you because you were just like me. Taehyung smiled a little, but then he spoke again. But I'm not like that now. I will change. I'm not that quiet anymore. I don't like being alone and active now. Jungkook, I will change. So many change your heart too. He looked into Jungkook's eyes is full of emotion. Jungkook, if you really don't like me, just say it. I know anyone non you sometimes by teasing. I don't want to force anything. That's why I'm letting you go. After hearing this, Taehyung's eyes widened. His heart suddenly felt heavy, but then he smiled softly and suddenly hugged Jungkook tightly. Taehyung, thank you. Later, Taehyung walked out of the house, a small smile on his face. He finally felt free, but Jungkook stayed in the door, just watching him with a keep look. He slowly closed the door. Just then, his mate Lily and Ki approached him with worried face. Lily, boss, are you sure it's okay for Mr. Taehyung to live like that? Can he stun boss? He might get hurt. Jungkook laughed a little and looked at the gate. Jungkook, don't worry, he'll come back soon. The gate is closed anyway. Let the mosquito play with him a little outside. He said and walked back to his room. Will you? Jungkook Pyogo. Jungkook was quiet, standing near the window, arm across, watching the garden. His eyes found him sitting on the ground outside and stretching his arm. Mosquito had attacked him. Jungkook smirking. That's what you get for being stubborn. He continued watching. After a moment, he stood up and walked to the gate. Started ringing the doorbell again and again. Jungkook suddenly walked downstairs. He opened the door, was looking at him who had appearing. I'm not leaving, so can I come in? He looked at pleading. Jungkook looked at him for a moment, then stepped aside. Jungkook come in. As Taehyung stepped aside, he tried to go to his room, but Jungkook stopped him with a firm hand. Jungkook, not here, come with me. They both walked to Jungkook's room. Taehyung looked around and saw the mess he had created earlier. Clothes were still lying on the floor. He felt a little guilty, thinking to himself, I should clean this. I am the one who made this mess. He turned to Jungkook with a small voice. If you brought me here to scold me, then okay, I know it's my fault. I wasn't thinking. Jungkook cutting me off. I don't have time to scold you. Just fix what you skated. Taehyung and he started holding the cloth and fixing the room quickly. Hours passed and he finally finished. His arms were tired and his face looked exhausted. Taehyung, don't you feel sorry for me at all? Jungkook with a smile. Why should I feel sorry when you mess up my room? Taehyung, fine. He noticed Helen turned to leave, but just as he was about to reach the door, Jungkook grabbed his hand gently and pulled him back. They both fell on the bed. Taehyung looked surprised. Taehyung, what are you planning to do to me? His cheeks turned pink. Jungkook softly looking into his eyes. Don't you really have any feeling for me? Taehyung's eyes widened, his lips parted, but no words come out. His heart was beating fast. He didn't know what to say, so instead he tried to move away, struggling gently. Jungkook calm. Taehyung closed his eyes again, drifting into sleep. Jungkook stood there, not knowing what to say. His heart was pounding. Next morning, Taehyung slowly opened his eyes. He was lying on the Jungkook bed, and the soft sunlight from the window touched his face. His broke from confused. Taehyung, Mommy, why I am here? He looked around the room and stepped at Jungkook sitting on the single couch by the window, smiling softly at him. Taehyung, confused. Jungkook, he scratched his head, still feeling lost. His face showed a strange mix of worry and confusion. He quickly pulled the blanket up to his chest, hugging it tightly. Jungkook stood up and walked slowly towards the bed. The sound of his footsteps made Taehyung's heart race. His heart started shaking. Taehyung thinking why he is coming so close. What did I do last night? Jungkook leaned closer to his face. Taehyung immediately shut his eyes tightly. Taehyung whispering, oh no, what is happening? But then he heard a soft laugh. Jungkook laughing. You are too funny. Jungkook walked out of the room still smiling. Taehyung opened his eyes slowly. His face was red with embarrassment. He wiped the sweat from his forehead and touched his chest, thinking my heart will feel like I am going to burst. He quickly got out of the bed and walked downstairs. In the kitchen, Jungkook was calmly eating breakfast and did imagine the smell of food filled the room. He didn't look up, but he spoke. Jungkook so prepared. Baby, do you want to join me? Was unsure. Nervously, I am sorry about last night. If I did something wrong, if I crossed any line, you can kick me out. I understand, Jungkook said without looking at him. Jungkook isn't ready. I can do that. Jungkook stood up and walked towards him. He stood right in front of him, smiling. Taehyung panicked. Jungkook, I didn't mean to ruin your clothes. I was drunk. I was just Jungkook cutting him off. You watch it. Taehyung lowered his head, biting his lip. He couldn't say anything. Jungkook smiled. Huh? So you silence me in yes. Midnight, Jungkook was quietly. The sound of the door open made Taehyung wake up suddenly. His heart was beating fast as he sat upon the bed. Taehyung whispering to himself, what was that noise? Did a thief get in? He quickly got up in the kitchen. He grabbed a fry pan with shaking head. He slowly went downstairs and saw a shadow near the living room. Without thinking twice, he ran and hit the person with the fry pan from behind. Minho, what the Minho held the back of his hand in the pan. Taehyung gasped loudly when he saw his face. Taehyung, oh no, Minho, I thought you were a thief. I am sorry. Taehyung bowed. His head is saying his eyes filled with embarrassment. Jungkook, who had just gone downstairs and saw the whole thing, burst into laughter. Jungkook laughing. You really hit him, Taehyung, with a frying pan? Minho found is this funny too? Taehyung still nervous. I didn't know anyone else was coming. I thought Jungkook was alone at home. Jungkook was in his office. Did you just call me boss? Minho confused. Boss, wait, you live here with my brother. Jungkook stretching his head. I don't get the chance to tell you. Minho surprised. I thought you just took a break from work, but you are still in my brother's house. Minho whispering to Jungkook, bro, you should marry him. Jungkook quickly hit Minho lightly on the arm, blushing. Jungkook is not that pleased. Jungkook glanced at Taehyung, who was still looking down to side to meet Minho's eyes. Minho smiled. Taehyung, I'm okay, no worry. Minho headed upstairs to rest, leaving the two of them alone in the living room. Jungkook sat on the sofa, picked up a magazine, pretending to read. Taehyung sat beside him, quiet and tired from the embarrassment. Slowly he leaned on the sofa and fall asleep. Jungkook looked at him with a soft smile. Jungkook whispered, you really don't know what to do to me, do you? He gently picked him up in his arms and carried him to the guest room. As he placed him gently on the bed, Taehyung's eyes popped open. Taehyung sleepy. Jungkook, their eyes met. Jungkook's heart started beating faster. He couldn't look away from Taehyung's gaze. After the meeting ended, everyone left the room, but Jungkook stayed seated in vegetation. Taehyung outside the meeting from a group of employees with a whispering. Employee 1, they say boss Jungkook was on his phone all day. Employee 2, I heard he didn't even listen during the meeting. He was just smiling at his phone. Employee 3, what if he has a lover now? I don't want to see him with anyone else. Heard. She looked down, sad. Just then, the meeting room door opened. Jungkook came out, still giggling at something Taehyung had texted. Everyone quiet returned to their desks and prepared to work. Jungkook walked past them and entered his office, still smiling like a boy in the love. After that morning, they passed quickly in Jungkook's house. Taehyung still stayed there, helping the kitchen, cleaning, and sometimes just sitting silently in the room alone while Jungkook did his food. But something had changed in Taehyung's heart. He started watching Jungkook more. When he smiled, when he laughed, and even when he got annoyed, every small things about Jungkook going to make Taehyung's heart beat faster. Taehyung thinking, why is he so kind? Why do I feel safe when I am near him? Taehyung sat on the balcony one evening, stared at the sky full of stars. Taehyung thinking, I think I like him. Maybe I am falling for him. No, I already did. He looked down and sighed. Taehyung softly, but I can't tell him. What if he laughs? What if he doesn't laugh? And just then Taehyung walked into the balcony with a blanket in his hand. Jungkook, it's getting cold. Don't sit here too long. He gently placed a blanket around Taehyung's shoulder. Taehyung softly, thank you. Jungkook sat beside him and looked at the stars too. Jungkook, you look like best. Make you feel like listening. Jungkook smiled. You are really different, Taehyung. Taehyung turned his face away quickly. He could feel his cheeks turning red. Taehyung thinking, please don't look at me like that. I might say it. Jungkook gently, hey, are you okay? Taehyung crossed a smile. Yes, I'm fine. Just thinking about stuff. Jungkook, if you want to talk, I'm here. Taehyung had planned, okay. Later that night, Taehyung sat in the bed, hugging his pillow tightly. He whispered into the silence, Taehyung softly, I like you, Jungkook, a lot, but I am too scared to say it. He closed his eyes, tried to sleep, but his heart wouldn't calm down. Taehyung thinking, what if he never know, or what if he already does? It was a lazy Sunday afternoon. The house was quiet, time escape. Taehyung was in the kitchen, carefully cutting fruit while humping softly. He didn't know that Jungkook was watching him from the hallway, leaning against the wall with his arms crossed and a soft smile on his lips. Jungkook thinking he is being acting different, quieter, softer, and always avoiding my eyes when I get too close. He noticed how Taehyung would smile a little too long when Jungkook joked, and how his hand would tremble slightly when Jungkook brushed against him. Jungkook softly, Taehyung jumped a little, dropped a piece of apple. Taehyung noticed, you scare me. Jungkook laughed, I'm sorry you were so into your fruit cutting. I didn't want to interrupt it. Taehyung looking down, I was just bored. Jungkook smiled, you've been doing a lot around the house lately. Thank you. Taehyung shook his head. You don't have to thank me. I like being here. Jungkook looked at him carefully. He saw the soft gloss on Taehyung's cheeks, the way he avoided eye contact, and the way his lips trembled as if he was holding something back. That night, Jungkook couldn't sleep. He lay in the bed, staring at the ceiling, his mind full of Taehyung's quiet smile and gentle words. Jungkook thinking, is he in love with me? The next morning, Jungkook decided to taste something. While Taehyung was preparing breakfast, Jungkook came up behind him and gently placed his hand on Taehyung's shoulder. Jungkook softly, good morning. Taehyung frozen, his face turned red and his hand slipped, almost dropping the spoon. Taehyung, good morning. Jungkook leaned in a little closer. Jungkook, are you okay? Taehyung nervously, yes, I'm fine, just a little sleepy. Jungkook watched the way Taehyung couldn't even meet his eyes. Later, while they were watching a movie together on the couch, Jungkook slowly moved his hand close to Taehyung. Their fingers brushed. Taehyung pulled his hand back like he was burned. Jungkook sobbed, why do you do that? Taehyung confused, do what? Jungkook pulled away. Every time I tried to get close, Taehyung was fighting. Taehyung whispering, I don't. Taehyung, you are hiding something I can see in your eyes. Taehyung looked down, holding the edge of his shirt tightly. His lip trembled. Taehyung softly, I don't want to lose you. Jungkook's heart skipped a beat. You won't. Taehyung looked at her slowly, their eyes met. Taehyung quickly, then don't ask me what I feel. I am not ready to say it. Jungkook gently touched his hand. Jungkook laughed like I won't ask, but just so you know, I see it and I feel it too. Taehyung eyes filled with tears. He smiled quickly and nodded. Taehyung whispering, "Thank you." It was quite evening. The sky was painted with soft pink and orange color. The sun slowly disappeared behind the hill. Taehyung stood on the balcony looking at the sky. The soft wind played with his hair and his heart was full of feeling he could no longer hide. Jungkook walked out holding the 2 cups of hot coffee. He handed one to Taehyung with a gentle smile. Jungkook stopped here. You look like you need something warm. Taehyung smiled. Thank you. They both stood silently for a moment, sipping their drink. The silence felt different today. It was uncomfortable, it was thoughtful and almost magical. Jungkook, Taehyung noticed him. Jungkook looking into his eyes. Can I ask you something? Taehyung quietly, okay. Taehyung softly, you love me? Taehyung had gaze on the cup. His eyes widened and his heart beat wildly in his chest. Taehyung shaking. Why are you asking that? Jungkook stepped closer. Because I do. Jungkook holding his voice. I love you, Taehyung. I've been falling for you more. Every day deeper. Tears filled Taehyung's eyes. Taehyung whispered, Jungkook smiled softly. You are not. I see everything. Not watching the way your hands shaking when I get close. The way your eyes shining when I smile at you. Taehyung let out a shaky breath. Taehyung was trembling. Taehyung, Jungkook, I love you too. Jungkook gently placed the cup on the table and held Taehyung's hand in his. Then stepped forward and wrapped his arms around Jungkook. Jungkook held him tightly, his chin resting on Jungkook's shoulders. They stood like there for a long time, holding each other as if the wall of steady energy. Jungkook whispered to Taehyung, yes, you don't have to hide your feeling anymore. I'm yours. Taehyung smiled his tears, and I'm yours. Jungkook slowly pulled and looked into Taehyung's eyes. He brushed a tear from his cheek with his tongue. Jungkook softly, you? Taehyung nodded with a small smile. Their lips met a soft, gentle. It wasn't rushed, it was warm, slow and full of love. In that moment, nothing else mattered. Not the world, not the past, not the future. Only their heart and the love they finally shared. The morning after their confession, Taehyung woke up slowly. The sun hit through the curtain and falling gently on his face. He blinked a few times before turning his head to the side. Jungkook was lying there, still sleeping, his short black hair messy on the pillow, his face relaxed, and he smiled to himself. Taehyung softly, he's really mine now. He reached out and gentle touched Jungkook's cheek with his finger. The skin felt warm. Jungkook stayed and blinked, his eyes open. Jungkook shaky voice staring at me. So early, baby. Taehyung laughed a little and pulled the blanket over there. Taehyung, I can't help it. You are too handsome. Jungkook yawned and pulled Taehyung into him. Jungkook, I never thought I would wake up like this with you, and it feels perfect. Taehyung lay his head on Jungkook chest, listening to his heartbeat. Then it felt like home. On that day, everything felt different. They made breakfast together. Jungkook cooked egg while Taehyung cut fruit and ran around the kitchen. Jungkook teasing, you are gonna spoil everything. Taehyung giggled, only if you keep staring me like that. After breakfast, they sat on the couch, talking about silly things. Jungkook rested his head on Jungkook, letting him play with his hair. Jungkook, what do we do now? We confess we are together. Taehyung, believe we love, we deny each other every day. Jungkook, you means you are annoying me, Taehyung, and you all love it. They laugh and again gently and feel their hands each other finger like puzzle piece. Later that night they returned to the bedroom, but this time everything felt far deeper. Taehyung was sitting cross-legged on the bed, pressing his finger past the blanket while Jungkook came out from the shower, drying his hair with a towel. Jungkook, you look nervous. Taehyung, I just never felt like this before. Jungkook came closer, threw the towel aside, and sat beside him. Jungkook shouted, "We can take things slow. Just being with you is enough." Taehyung looked into his eyes. Taehyung, no, I want this. I want you. I just feel so many things. Happiness, fear, excitement, everything at once. Jungkook held his hand. Jungkook, that's how I feel too. They lie down facing each other. Jungkook gently pressed Taehyung's hair, then leaned forward and pressed on his forehead. Jungkook, you are the most precious thing in my life. Then smiled in his eyes. Taehyung, you make me feel safe. I always wanted this, someone who looked at me like you do. Jungkook whispered, I never stopped looking at you. That night were filled with emotion. Each touch was gentle as if afraid to break the moment. Jungkook wrapped his arms around Taehyung, pulling him closer, but they are completely relying on each other, not just touching, breathing the same air. Jungkook tastes little circle and Taehyung back. Taehyung, I love you. How your heart races when I hold you. Taehyung, bless, it's your fault. You make me nervous. Jungkook, him again, this time slower. Jungkook, you until you are not nervous anymore. Aram held him tightly. Don't stop. They spend the whole night to each other. The morning sunlight poured gently with the white curtain. The room smelled haunted of candlewick from the night before. Jungkook was already awake. He lay quietly beside Taehyung, watching his sleep. The previous night had been filled with whisper, cry, and warm touch. Jungkook gently reached out, pressing a still strong hair from Taehyung's forehead. His skin was gentle even in sleep. His laser lips Jungkook softly, you are so beautiful. He didn't want to move. His brow pulled together, flat and soft whisper left his lips, and he tried to shift his body. Taehyung was hot. It's hot. Jungkook immediately settled. Jungkook hurried. Taehyung, are you okay? Taehyung opened his eyes, slowly blinked at the sunlight. He gave a sleepy smile, but winked again as he tried to sit up. Taehyung, I'm so my bag, everything. Jungkook thank. He felt a wave of guilt rush over him. Jungkook gently placed a hand on his waist and sorry, I should be more careful. Taehyung leaned his head on Jungkook's shoulder, wrapping his arms around him lovingly. Whispering, don't be sorry, last night was beautiful. I just didn't know love could leave me feeling like I am run a marathon. Jungkook chuckled loudly. Still I don't like him in pain. He had Taehyung laid back gently on the pillow and covered him with the soft blanket. Then he walked over to the small cabinet near the bed and took out some gentle pain medicine. He returned with a glass of warm water. Jungkook had take this. I'll have with the Taehyung sat up slowly with Jungkook had taken the medicine and sipped the water with his face. His body, his heart felt warm and full. Taehyung, thank you for taking care of me. Jungkook isn't what I want to do the rest of my life. He placed the glass of the bedside table and gently helped him rest his chest. Jungkook stood his back. Do you want some breakfast or maybe a warm bath first? Taehyung smiled. Please just stay like this for a bit. I want to feel your heartbeat. Jungkook held him tighter, their body pressed close under their cover. The moment was caught when he sound a bird outside, waiting for the space between them. Then last night I felt something I never felt before. It wasn't just about touch, it was like our souls were holding each other. Jungkook whispering, that's because they were. Then looked up at him, eyes filled with emotion. Then I never knew I could love someone this deeply. Jungkook kissed his forehead. Jungkook, you are my everything dear. I never hurt you. I'll never let you feel alone. They stayed in silence while speaking in their own language. After a while, Jungkook got up carefully, helping him settle back into the pillow. He wrapped a warm around him and placed it very gentle on his lower back. Jungkook, this will help with the soreness. Then he smiled. You like a gentle nurse, Jungkook, today? Jungkook again, only for you. He headed the kitchen to prepare some light breakfast, wrapped with honey, toast, and warm tea. He returned with the tray and placed it on the small table beside the bed. Jungkook, okay, open up. I made your favorite. Then giggle as Jungkook fed him a spoonful. Taehyung, why does it taste better when you feed me? Taehyung, because it's filled with my love, of course. Taehyung, then feed me forever. Magic lady, after breakfast, Jungkook carefully had Taehyung up and guiding him to the bathroom. The tub was already filled with the warm water and soft bubble. A few cuddled little around the edge. Jungkook let soak for a bit. It helped you relax. He helped Taehyung settle into the tub, then sat beside him, letting Taehyung rest again. Fish in the warm water touched and Jungkook hand gently his shoulders. Taehyung sighed softly. You are too good to me. Jungkook, no such things. I just love you too much. Taehyung tilted his head, looking back at Jungkook. Taehyung, then show me every day. Jungkook leaned down and him soft, slow, and full of love. After the bath, Jungkook dressed Taehyung in a soft cotton that carried him bridal style back to Taehyung, glass hiding his face in muffin. You don't have to carry me. Jungkook, I want to. You are my princess. Once in bed, Jungkook took him in and sat beside him, brushing his numb hair gently. Taehyung, cuckoo. Jungkook, Taehyung, promise me you will stay beside me forever. Jungkook leaned on his leg and whispered, Jungkook, I already promised that last night and I keep that promise again every day. Taehyung closed his eyes with a peaceful smile. Then I feel so lucky to be yours. Jungkook, no baby, I am the lucky one. He lay down beside Taehyung, wrapped his arms around once more. The pain was still there, but it was soft and bearable now because Jungkook was there, full of care and warmth. They didn't notice grand gesture that morning, just being close, touching, gentle, sharing smile, and a smile was enough. It was love that had them like a blanket that whispered without word. Week was like a petal feeling gentle from the flower. Taehyung had completely recovered, and life became even more beautiful between him and Jungkook. They started stealing more routine morning tea by the window, evening walk, holding hand, and quiet night filled with laughter. But Jungkook had a plan, a secret he was carrying close to his heart. It was a warm Saturday evening. The sun was setting slowly. A soft sky. Jungkook had asked him to meet him on the rooftop of their apartment. Taehyung opened the door to the rooftop. His eyes widened, fairy lights streamed around the space. Rose petal vegetables everywhere. A small table stood in the middle with candles. The two glasses of juices. Music played gently in the background, and there, standing in the middle of it all, was Jungkook wearing a white suit, a nervous, a soft smile on his face. Taehyung walking forward, completely memorized. Taehyung softly, Jungkook, what is this? Jungkook's smile was shaking. This is everything I feel for you. He took Taehyung's hand in his own, looking into his eyes with deep love. Jungkook, I will love you since the moment you came into my life. I will love you through our fight, through our laughter, through our quiet moment. Every day with you has shown me what love truly means. Taehyung felt his eyes change. Jungkook knelt down on the knee. I don't want to just love you for a day or a year. I want to love you for a lifetime. He pulled out a small box and opened it, revolving a simple yet beautiful ring. Jungkook was trembling. Kim Taehyung, will you marry me? Tears spilling down Taehyung's cheek as he looked at the man in front of him, the man who held his heart. Taehyung was shaking. Yes, yes, Jungkook, I'll marry you. Jungkook stood up at his arms around tightly. Taehyung lifted him slightly off the ground and carried the same thing there in that one field was year of love, dream, and forever promise. 2 months later, their wedding day, the sun rose with joy, and that morning the entire venue decorated the soft white petal color flower corner. Jungkook stood under the beautiful dress in the elegant. His heart was in a stage placing at the asphalt, waiting, hands shaking a little. Beside him stood Jimin and Youngie, both smiled proudly. Jimin teasing, you look more nervous than when you confessed to him. Jungkook smiled, because today is the day I make him mine forever. Then the music started, everyone turned, and there he was. Then tears and eyes, I vow to love you deeply every single day, to laugh with you, cry with you, and hold your hand, thought everything. You are my peace, my love, my always. The ring were exchanged, and trembling with emotions, obsessed by the power of the love and community. I know pronounce your husband, you may kiss. But Jungkook didn't wait. He pulled him close, kissing him, soft, holding his face with both hands. The crab plays, Jimin sobbing into Youngie's sound as they pull apart to whisper to him, we indeed did cook. Jung smiling with tears. No love, we started it. Back at the home the night, their bedroom was filled with soft candlelight and gentle music played at the background of the house. Sat on the bed with both their wedding ring still in disbelief. Jungkook holding Taehyung's hand. You are mine now, my husband. Taehyung laughing softly, and you are mine forever. Jungkook leaned husband again softly. He would never get off it. Jungkook smiled. Let's live every day like our love in now, for older Jungkook and in love, they forever.